More sheets on the Maile Onipaamau no Keaau Aina, please. Can you make sure? Because if someone else came back, should still have a couple more Maile Onipaamau no Keaau Aina. Okay, and the reason why I wanted everyone to close is because did anybody not get this one? Maile Onipaamau no Keaau Aina. You should have two. One should have Hawaii Ponoian, Hawaii Aloha on it, and the other one should have Maile Onipaamau no Keaau Aina. I'm going to navigate tonight's sharing through the sharing of Maile. So it will be critical that you have one. Okay, that one just went back out.
I have mine under there.
Okay. So I know if I have extras in my, oh, I'm sorry, here, sorry, my bad. Okay. So when we think about when I think about our lahui, when I think about our kanaka in today's time, I think about myself and what I tell the people that I work with nowadays on a daily basis. For those of you who know my time spent, 13 years at Aloha Public Charter School, you know that that was a time for me to work with the K through 12 age range. And now I get to work with big kiddies. And that's the big kiddies that live in Halal Correctional Facility, and the big kiddies that are also temporarily housed at OCCC. I find myself on a daily journey. And I hope that you find yourself on a daily journey too. I hope that you find yourself questioning and thinking about what it is that you understand about our Kanaka, being Kanaka, what it means to be Kanaka. I hope that you find yourself challenging what you are willing to know about what it means to be Kanaka. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, I would have been one of the first people to jump at an opportunity to get into all kind of protests and any kind of action. Always down for some kind of action. I would have been known at that time for walking into the very place and for the very people that I now work for. My time here today is supported by the Office of Hawaiian Affairs. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that when I get to that point. Aloha mai, kipa mai, chair right there. Mahalo. See, Kumu Hina has been on a journey. And this journey has not been an easy one. This journey has not been one that was, how do I say it, just everything gonna come readily. I had to do a lot of soul searching, so can't tell you just how much I have gained from searching and searching on a daily basis. If you are Kanaka in this room, you should challenge yourself to do the same thing. Don't just settle for what you think you know. Don't just settle for what you think you're comfortable with. Don't just settle for being the same Kanaka that you started out 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. If you're the same Kanaka, then I'm not too sure if you'll understand what I'm saying to you tonight. I am certainly not the same Kanaka that was 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. Somebody make sure that we have one more chair. Come, Helen Mike. Helen Mike. Bring the chair. Come join us. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. You You gotta come be a part of the circle. If you're not in, you're in the way. You're not in, then you out. Sorry. Sorry about it. Not sorry. I was one of the very ones critical of everything. But when I think about what I was critical about, there was not much logic to it. There was not a consistency. In other words, if I thought this about this, then logically I should think this about these certain things that were all along the same kinds of tangent or same kind of understanding. It was just real random. I have been serving also in the capacity, not only as Kumu in the community, but I serve in the capacity as a representative of the Oahu Island Borough Council. This is my 3rd term of service, but total years of being in the circle of Malama'iwi Kupuna. It really has made me think about certain concepts. Kauko'ohu, I agreed to come to speak to this group tonight because I felt it was important to put out not just what I think, but how I think. I cannot expect that you will walk away agreeing with what I think. I cannot expect that you will walk away liking what I think or agreeing with how I think. If I have at least managed to challenge your perception of the potential in our reality, if I have at least challenged you to consider what it means to be Kanaka, then I did my job. If I made you a little bit mad, good. Because if I made you a little bit mad, that means I made you think. And that means that we have intellect in our community. That means that we're thinking. Hawaiians should not all think alike. Yet, there are certain things that we should think alike when it comes to culture and language. But we should have diversity and strength in how we feel about achieving what we need to achieve, because that means that we're alive, we're vibrant. That means that we're actually exploring things. Here's what I brought tonight in an effort to help guide and to delineate, sometimes for me, well, all the time for me, a roadmap. Culture is my roadmap. It helps me to determine what I think and how I think. Question is, do you allow culture and language to help you define what you think and how you think? And when I say what you think and how you think, I mean what you think and how you think about yourself, about others around you, about what you mean to this community, about what your contribution will be to this community, and how will you be a contribution to our lahui. You don't have to be the mover and the shaker all the time. You could simply be the next Kanaka that you see, but you're always the Kanaka that always greets others with kindness and aloha. And that you always understand to be of giving nature. If we lose that because we're too jaded, then I challenge you to think about it again. If you lose that because you was wrong plenty times, then I challenge you to think about what you're thinking. If you're always angry, I was always angry. I was always angry, an angry Hawaiian. I used to walk inside the state capitol. I don't even say that anymore. You know why I don't say that anymore? Because at the end of our day today, everything that they do that comes out of there, it still impacts us whether we like it or not. Ika olelo no ke ola, ika olelo no ka make. So I have to make sure that what I say, even how I think. There are times when I must know that we're all having fun and we're jesting. But there are also times where I must know that I have to watch my mouth. Pone akahele he hala ka ume e hopuka koe ko ua. Ke lano ko ume e no nui ai. Some people don't get me. But I'm not like other people. I think with my olelo first. I was forced to speak. Just like how I spoke to you. If I really wanted to articulate well, I'd not speak to you in English because I can't convey everything that I want to in English. Sometimes it's difficult to get across what we mean. Ko kako hele ana mai no keia aha hala vai e pile no ke aloha aina. He ala kam na unu ke aloha aina. No ke ala kako e hui hala vai ne e pile ana no keia me aloha aina. Ina wa mapopo no ia kako ke aloha aina. Ahe pone a kako hele mai. Ale pone a kako haavi ke ia la apopo o ko no ho mai ana o ko mane ke ia la apopo la pule e o ko e hoi. You wouldn't need to waste your time. But you would all know. So again, I challenge you. Think about what you think and how you think. So as I was saying, not everybody gets me. But Hawaiians who speak Hawaiian as a first language think differently and live in a different culture than the Hawaiians who speak English as a first language. It's not something that we should be ashamed about. It's something that we need to understand as simply a reality, and we have to figure out how it is that we will continue to not only adhere to, but uphold and be more willing, able, and ready to beyond embrace, but to promote and perpetuate our culture to integrity. So, with that, let us look first at Hawaii Pono'i. When I say for us to look at these mele, it's because within the mele, Aloha. Our spirituality, our faith, the understandings, for example, if I have something important that I need to happen and I pule, I have to be able to recognize the elements that will show themselves to let me know whether my pule went this way or went that way. Or whether I was heva and I needed to do something else about myself before I could pule for something to happen. So let us think about how it is that we can better align ourselves together, all those of us sitting in this room tonight. The words of our national anthem. We only have one national anthem, that's this.
Eo.
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 Eo. Eo. Eo. All right. Okay. Hawaii Pono'i, nana I Kumu I, kalani Alii, Keaau. And the chorus says, Makualani e, kamehameha e, na kaua e pale me ka ihe. The beauty in our olelo is that there's a multiplicity of meaning. Give you guys a small kind of test. Security, sir. Security. What do you think this Maile is asking us to do? Just right off the top of your head, not think too much.
To be proud of your country.
Okay, be proud of our country. What else?
To have dignity.
Have dignity. Be loyal. What else? Think, Kanaka. Think.
Be pono.
Be pono. What does it mean to be pono? Is my pono for you, and is your pono for me?
Be right. Be goodness.
Be right. Be goodness. Just remember though, that every one of us, we have a collective pono, and then we have an individual pono. On an individual level, what's pono for me is not pono for all of you necessarily. And what's pono for all of you might not necessarily be pono for me. Right? So if we intend to be people who aloha aina, we have to understand, are we actually speaking of pono, the individual pono, or the collective pono? A lot of the times, we cannot agree, cannot see eye to eye, and we have a hard time communicating with other Kanaka because their pono is not our pono. We don't share their pono. I used to be very critical of this place that I work for now. And people say, Hina, how you can work over there? Easy. Oh, you don't sell out. Really? I work at everything that I do is for our lahui. Everything that I eat, breathe, sleep. Monday, where was Kumu Hina? Aina. Doing what? Maile Aloha Aina workshop. With who? Aina High School. Koehona Kana Awao kids. Cho, I had gymnasium full. Right after that, go home. Malama my makua. That's kuleana. That's awamo kuleana. Because I'm not one keiki that go kiloi my makua. I still have to prioritize my makua. I was with my makua before I came out here. I told my makua, I said, okay, you wait till I come home. I can make you dinner when I come home. Right after I'm done here over here, I'm back to town. I would love to be sit out here in Jaws and la 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 la, carry on. Mahalo, but cannot. Because I get something. When mom goes sleep, then maybe I get time. And spiritually, those of you who are my social media friends, you're my social media friend. What do I do? Nighttime. What do I do? Nighttime. Be careful what you answer. You're on camera. Be careful what you answer.
Social media friends will be quiet.
Yeah. What do you see on my social media that I do nighttime? Excuse me, but what else? Malama Mama is in between everything. What else?
Sleep.
I'm having Abaru. Those of you who are my social media friends, if you follow me, I'm in the Tongan community. Why? Because that's when I get to step away from being Kumu Hina, and I go malama my spirit, and I go Hina Lane One. Right now, I'm here with you, because this is malama kulean. Excuse me. But that's because I understand this Maile. Second verse, Hawaii pono'i na nai na Alii, na pua muliko na poki. Third verse, Hawaii pono'i e kalahu ie, o kau hananui e uie. Please read for me the English starting from right here. The first line, the English. True. Nikoko. First line.
True sons and daughters of Hawaii.
Oh, wait. You have such a... You should have... your voice is the kind voice that should have been on the TV during the commercial. Aloha, Hawaii. One more time, but read them all out, say each over there. Hey, I know you flew home from Kauai for this, so you gotta read it good.
True sons and daughters of Hawaii.
Mahalo, and your mahoi over there, please, second line.
Be loyal to your chiefly leadership.
Mahalo.
Their chiefly call of duty and responsibility.
Okay, hold on. And when you hear somebody say mahalo, we should all say mahalo. After people read. When people do something for you, they're reading for you, they're not reading for me. I know the words. Continue on.
And the legacy of chiefly lineage.
Mahalo. Leo Nui, please. Leo Nui.
Father of royal heritage.
Mahalo. Mahalo.
Shall defend in war.
Mahalo. Mahalo. Keep going.
Hawaii, your true descendants.
Mahalo. Somebody. Share.
Look to those of chiefly descent and beauty.
Mahalo.
And all those who come from them.
Mahalo. Leo Nui.
Generations yet to come.
Excellent. Mahalo. Leo Nui. our
couple.
Mahalo.
It is our earnest achievements.
Mahalo.
That shall be query and quest for the future.
Mahalo nui. All right. So if we had to read this again and be prepared, because this is not the only message. When we come back around, if you're confident about what you do for the Lahui, then reading the interpretation should reflect your level of confidence for that. Everything that you do should put yourself out there. If you listen to me, my voice is not consistent with what I'm trying to present over here. That's a dilemma that the doctors still haven't figured out yet. We are all good. The reason why I'm all good, because spiritually, my understanding of what it means to be Kanaka, if you guys know what it means to be Kanaka, you should be able to answer this for me. Can anybody got an answer for me why you would think I'm good with whatever it is? I'm going to come over here with my natural voice, and I'm not even going to flinch. I'm not even going to bat. No more eyelash, but bat an eyelash. How you think?
You're solid with yourself. You believe in yourself.
I'm solid about myself because why?
You know where you come from. You know where you're going.
Because being Kanaka means
You know the true meaning.
Ina maupopo noha ia kako ko kako kulana he Kanaka. O ke Kanaka Hawaii. Ua maupopo ke ia mauloina I ke Kanaka Hawaii. Aloha. Aloha ke kahi. Aloha ku aloha mai. We give respect, we give courtesy, we give kindness. That is our natural way. It doesn't mean we're stupid. It doesn't mean we're weak. But naturally, we are people of aloha. Malama, wa mapopo no ia kako ke anu mea malama ke kuleana, malama ke kahi, malama aku, malama mai. To care for. We care about others and we care for others. Laulima. And these are just a few of the things. Wa mapopo no ia kako ka mea ko laulima. Ina he hana koloko nei e hanai kako paulo a oia hana. When there's something to do, you don't just go sit around and then let everybody else carry on and do it. You get up. Everybody get up. Okay, we have to kokua, hali. You take this, I take that. You lift this, I lift that. Kokua. Okay, let me kokua. You see somebody that needs help. Somebody's bringing in a whole big load. Oh, you need help. No, I don't need help. That's why if you see me nowadays, if I was the Western kind of Wahine thinking individual, oh, can you help me? And the box is only so small. I don't need a Kanaka to come help me. I'll carry it myself. Move. Let's catch that. Super duty. F-250, F-350 kind. It's because the understandings that are found within our Maile, I believe I got it down. Hawaii's own, look to your highest of chiefs. Look to chiefly example. If I want to be, or not that I ever wanted to be a leader. If you asked me when I was little, growing up, I could have never expected that I would have people treat me in the way that some people do. Not all. Some people don't like me. I get it. But a lot of people show aloha to me. Why? It's up to them. For whatever reason, they felt that they wanted to be respectful. But if I am treated like one of the leaders of the community, I have to try to be as kind to others as I can. Gotta try to be mindful. Doesn't mean be perfect, but I have to try to be aware of this. I do my best to be aware of it. But what does it mean for us as a collective? First verse, look to chiefly leadership and consider what will it mean for you to be a leader in your own right. What does it mean for you to be a leader in your own circle, in your own sphere? What does it mean for you to be a leader within your own family, perhaps? You don't have to be the one holding the flag out there going, charge! And leading the lahu behind you. You don't have to be that kind of leader. If you saw somebody like me who wasn't strong like me, and somebody was talking crap to that person, you faggot. You this, you that, you this, you that. Can you be the leader? Do you have the lalo to be the leader? I said lalo. Lalo means down, yeah? Lalo means, come on down here, or lalo means down. Yeah. Do you have the lalo to assert yourself and say, hey, have aloha for the people? Don't be a amopuka. Guess you guys never know what that meant, huh? Second verse. Hawaii pono'i na nai nali inapua muliko napo ki. Look to all of the next levels of leadership and look to the different roles in the community. Realize that other people are looking to you for your leadership. Napua muliko, it says right there. Napoki, the generations to come. See, that's the beauty of old-time Hawaiian composition. Say this much with these many words. I have not yet mastered that. Not completely. You're going to see because my composition is the one with planned words. She's over here somewhere. Yeah, I get more words on the last page. And Hawaii pono'i kalahuie o Keaau hananui e uie. Hawaii's own. That means us. It doesn't mean all the foreigners. It means us. Why do foreigners think that they have the wherewithal to come and start to say on our behalf? Because we was reticent. How many of you guys, if I never make you guys come up here to sit closer to me, I'm going to go there. If I never tell you, you would have still been back over there. That's right, you would have still been back over there. I got it. Sometimes, I don't want to sit up close. But we came to be Aloha Aina this weekend. We came to learn, we came to enrich ourselves, we came to strengthen ourselves. So, that's what we should do. So in the last verse it says, Hawaii's own, to you of the nation, your great and wondrous deeds, your work, it shall be queried. It shall be asked about. This place, this valley, this entire coastline was known for many people. It was known for terraces of taro patches and all other growing food things. Our people were known for cultivating tracts of land like you couldn't believe. Our people were known for having great fish ponds and knowing how to fish out in the deep ocean. Our people knew how to harness everything that they needed and still live in harmony and balance with the land. That's all these earnest achievements, these great deeds, these accomplishments. Still to today, when you learn about what Hawaiians of a different time, this is what our ancestors did. For real? Huh? What? Right when you first learn about how wonderful and astonishing their works were. That's what it means. It's going to be asked about. Query. Exactly. Huh? What? For real? Nah. Serious? I can't believe, yeah? That's a query. So, thinking about this now. Look to leadership. Look to the leadership for the cumulative of the lahui. Second verse, look to leadership. Look to your personal leadership. See, it doesn't say that. That's not the literal saying. But when you really understand our language and our culture, you will know what the potential of meaning and interpretation becomes. And in this case, you will know what singing our national anthem means. As someone who was born my family's son, and I never liked the idea. I didn't like the idea. So I did something about it. How many of you guys sit over there and grumble a whole lot of stuff and namu namu and ho hala hala and peka peka about everything, but still never do something about it? Alright, well, I had things that I took issue with, I did something about it. That's it, period. And I'm good with it. Kamea nui, the main thing, I am good with it. I never do them so that you guys would be good with it. I do so I would be good with it. If you guys not good with it, well, that's a personal problem. I'm not here to solve personal problems. But I'm ready to go to bat for the lahui. Are you ready to go to bat for the lahui? Our lahui is inclusive. Our lahui is aloha for the white Kanaka, the black Kanaka, somewhere in between Kanaka, in more ways than one. That's right. That's what it means to be Kanaka. If you don't know, then aloha. Let me teach you all that word right now. When we greet people, you say aloha, yeah? And if I tell you aloha, and then what do you say? Aloha. You know that aloha. Or if you find somebody that you like, and you go, oh, aloha. Aloha, no, well, yeah. There's that aloha. And then there's the aloha where you say, oh, so poor thing. How unfortunate. So sad. That's when you say, aloha. Or to emphasize even more, aloha, aloha, aloha. That's when you really let somebody know how you feel. How many of you knew how to use the word aloha in that manner? Never know, huh? Today I just taught you. Kamanama no oi, hui oi me ke kei poe, oi, he oi, huhu oi, he oi, uruhua oi, pi I kou vela, no ke la ana poe, no ka moloa ke la ana poe, aole lako mapo poe, hala ka lako me hanai, ka me wala au ai, aloha, 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 aloha. You guys knew what I meant, right? Because you watched the body language, you heard the voice, you saw the face. Aloha. Can we all try that? Aloha.
That might be my new favorite.
Yeah, good. Now you learned something new tonight. So, I shall sing it, and then after you hear it, we'll stand. Hawaii pono I nana I komo I kalani Alii Keaau Makualani e Aina kawai hale me ka ihe Hawaii pono I nana ina di ina pua muli kona po ki I makualani e Mehaena kawai pale me ka ie Hawaii pono I e kalahui e o kau hana nui e ui e makua lani e So, once again, if you think you know, ooh, right on, I didn't even need to say stand up. Okay, now we're going to switch it up even more. Wahine, hele mai makeia au au. Kane, hele mai makeia au au. Anybody in the middle? Stand in the middle. If you're in the middle. Wahine, go that side. Kane, Come this side. Middle, stand in the middle.
Oh, too bright.
Okay, pull together, come closer because your voices will sound much better when you're all close together. Never mind doing the typical local school action and the teacher call you to stay sitting in the back. Why? Because you're tired of every time getting sent to the back. So you just stay in the back, all along. Okay, Hina, you walk. Okay, we'll go. Alright, let's please stand for our national anthem. Hawaii, and if you say, if you indicate to me, and you indicated already because you're here, if you say, and you're here for Aloha Aina again, you need to demonstrate it like you love the Aina that we're talking about. Hawaii makakau pa. Hawaii ponohi nanai komohi kalani alii kealii makua lani e kameha meha e nakawa e page okay, that was okay. The only reason why I would sing in a higher register, but I want the wahine to soar with your leo, so I gotta push my voice lower, which forces it back into its natural sound.
Hello.
So, favors. Oh, please. Hawaii or Hawaii? Hawaii. Depends on where you come from. My ohana was always a W sound for most everything in our language. Yeah. Hawaii. What are my Hawaii? If you come from a place within the islands that was stronger V sound, Hawaii is Aolipinikia. But the main thing is that the Y or the Y sound is there. Not Hawaii or Hawaii. Absolutely not. You should be ashamed of yourself. Normally I don't say that at my Maile workshops, but we're all Kanaka. You should be ashamed of yourself. Shame, heva, hina, aloha. You dare to mispronounce the name, the dignity of our people. Hawaii or Hawaii. Hawaii or Hawaii, please. So, second verse. Hawaii, po, ready, pa. Hawaii, po, no, ina, na, ina, na, pua, muriko, na, po, ki, papua, lani, e, kameha, meha, e, na, kawa, e, pare. Now, make like somebody just told you. What? Kanaka. Why? You think you guys all that?
Yeah.
Never mind. We're going to do what we want on your Aina. Okay, so now, spirituality when it comes to Aloha Aina is to know when to channel your energy.
Good job.
If you say you all
Get better
Aloha
lighting
Aina,
from
they
this
know
side.
when to channel your energy. Hawaiians know when, okay, so now is not the time to get too emotional and be drained and just emotional everywhere. I'm for real. Okay, for real.
Control the mana.
control, channel the mana. You guys think I don't get mad? You think that I don't energy? Sometimes it's a time for yelling, screaming, shouting. Sometimes it's a time, depending on who I'm talking to, I can say anything that I want. Aye. But now is not the time to just be doing that. Now we have to channel ourselves. So, you want to talk about spirituality? If you know how to harness how you feel and think about, okay, I need to be heard. I need my voice to be heard. I need my presence to be felt. And I need everybody to be clear about what it is that I came to represent. So I'm not necessarily going to just wash myself and bathe myself in emotion and carry on and carry on and carry on. And it's like, all right, how long are you going to keep going? Keep going, keep going. You know, like how, well, I'm sure that there's people in here that can relate. You know, when you're out of happy, they say, oh, they just all nuha and then lose control and they keep going and going and going. You done yet? Oh yeah. Can't be that kind of kanaka. Third verse. We lost some of the testosterone there. Where did everybody go? Here we go. Ano. Hawaii makau pa. Hawaii bonoi ekalahu ie o kawan hanalui eru ie. Listen, hold on. Hawaii bonoi ekalahu ie o kawan hanalui eru ie makau pa. Hawaii ponoi ekalahu ie o kau hananui eru ie. Sing! Mahualai e kameha meha e na kaua e wale. Continuing on. So we talked about in Hawaii Pono'i, we said look to leadership and look to what leadership you're going to represent and what kind of leadership you're going to produce. In Hawaii Aloha, for those of you who get issue with one haole, you better know a couple things before you start talking crap about the haole. As someone who grew up under my grandmother, Keaau, she could not stand for a haole, any kind of foreigners. Okay, don't sit too far in the back now. Keep sitting up here because otherwise, aloha no. Aloha. There you go. Let's go, Kanaka. Let's keep our workshop going over here. I grew up under my grandmother, when she followed my grandfather around in his time of service to the American military. Bless his heart. He fought for that country. She followed him, and she was treated like every other African American was during the time of segregation. So she could not stand anybody that what she considered the stereotypical haole. The stereotypical haole invokes what kind of person in our head? Huh? White.
Blonde hair.
Selfish. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Privileged.
If you guys don't take that stance on it, then you need to be a little bit more educated about the word haole. Haole means foreigner. Foreigner is denoted by foreign customs, language, and culture. Their appearance It is a fallacy that haole means white. Haole is any foreigner. We all, those of us who are mixed ethnicity, we all have haole blood in us. So, slow your roll, Kanaka. Before you spew off, make sure that you use the word haole in an appropriate context. It is not a bad word. We rolling, yeah? For the purpose of education. We have to emphasize. Our people have become too complacent and too accustomed, and our people serve it too easily when you say the words fucking haole. It is no different when people use the word mahu in a derogatory way. Fucking mahu. No. Get educated Hawaiians. Get educated Kanaka. Haole is an appropriate word. It tells about a foreigner. You could be ethnically Chinese, Japanese, Filipino, Caucasian, you name it. That's all foreigner. So know what you're talking about.
I use it correctly. When I see a haole that I don't like, I say, ha-ole.
Ha-ole is a modern invention to utilize the term ha-ole to qualify it as no breath is nowhere found in the language of our Kumu. You cannot find it in the terms. Amongst native speakers, they do not use it in that way. It is a modern invention for our modern, agonized and colonized Hawaiians to push off colonization to say that people were without breath. But the proper pronunciation and interpretation of the word means foreigner. Try go look up haole in the dictionary. I challenge you to find it. Look at find it. And native speakers don't use that word in that term. And native speakers usually don't use that term with the derogatory disdain that we do. So slow your roll, Kanaka. Know what you do and why you do. Even if that's what you choose to do, great. But know why you did it. Sometimes I still catch myself. I use it. But gotta watch my walk. How many of you love this song? Hawaii Aloha. You love this song? All your hands should be up. Right on. Mahalo. You guys know who wrote it? Oh, they wrote it! Oh. Why? Because Kanaka at a different time did not have to take a position or an antagonistic position to the haole. Oh. Right on. Okay, so while you check this, I'll check my phone. Reverend Lorenzo Lyons, Makua Layana, how? We have many haole that contribute to our lahu. We have foreigners that contribute to our lahu. And for any of you in this room, you came, wow, you sat in here with me during this time of sharing. Let us not be the ones so fast to look at the haole or to look at foreigners, especially good example, Micronesians that moving here to Hawaii. And all you Kanaka listening out there, shut you guys' mouth about the Micronesian people. They're in the same predicament as we are. America did almost worse to what they did to their lands than what they did here. I don't know which one is worse because we're both in a real crappy situation. So have some aloha for those people because they have no choice. And we're lucky that we're not all born epa and iepa and all this kind of anoe kind ways, like how their people are, come out like jellyfish. Maupiailu, Papa Maupiailu, one of the most well-known of people from those islands in Micronesia, in the island of Sarawak. Without him, Hokule, I would not be sailing back and forth. And the generations of Kumu Hula navigators, and everybody who found their place in whatever it is that they wanted to do in the Hawaiian Renaissance of the 70s, they would have never come around. Hokulea gave birth to that. So if you guys think that we should be appreciative and think that we should do what we do today for Aloha Aina, why you guys came, then think. So getting back to the Maile. Kanaka Haole wrote this. Oh, let me tie this into spirituality a little bit. Like I said, me working for Oha, I'm good. Oha manages the assets of our people. And yes, I am willing to be a beneficiary of those assets, and they essentially empower me to come out and do workshops. I had workshop every day this week. I'm not the political leadership, and I don't always agree with the political leadership. But as an employee, I'm not the political leadership. So be careful what you say about the Office of Hawaiian Affairs. I'm not saying give in to anything. I'm saying think about what you say and how you say it. Because the political leadership rests with you. And everybody else that are out there trying to do something that maybe you don't always see. But we catch it. I never thought I would be working for the Office of Hawaiian Affairs. And it's okay. It means that I understand even more so I have a responsibility to not lose myself. So that if my boss was to tell me something politically that I don't agree with, I simply say I disagree with you. Please don't ask me to go do that. Yeah. And I stop. But it doesn't mean I gotta get ugly about it. Why? Because spiritually, as Kanaka, I have a greater kuleana and I have a greater calling. If I got caught up on the politics of the Office of Hawaiian Affairs, yet nobody else out there is doing private funding of this individual, going whether I'm working with, well, that's right. I'm working with our Kanaka, I'm working in the Hale Pa'ahau, and I'm doing it why? For the betterment of the Lahui. However it is that we make our living, mahalo. Why? Because we have other things going on around us. Why? No more enough? Lo'ikalo. No more enough places to go fish. Why? Because we're not self-sustainable. And these issues come to impact us when we think about Aloha Aina. So spiritually, I have to be even more strong to know what is my kuleana. I'm not going to trouble myself on all this little politics stuff and all the things that I don't agree with half the time, which is fine. I have to keep applying myself to the kuleana. So good, Office of Hawaiian Affairs, thank you very much. Oh, in fact, I should say mahalo to all of you. Mahalo. Because it's our money. It's our money. This song says, E Hawaii e kuone hana we, ku'uho me ulairi nei, oli noa wina pono plani o, e Hawaii I aloha e hau oli e na opi o Hawaii ne, e oli So from the first line of the English, please read us with an outside voice so the kupuna with papale can hear.
My friend Sam.
Keep going. Mahalo.
My native home and heart.
Mahalo.
I rejoice and echo all of your wonders.
Mahalo.
My beloved
Mahalo.
the joyful descendants of Hawaii.
Mahalo.
Rejoice
Wait, hold on.
rejoice and celebrate our legacy.
Reminded with every gentle breeze. Forever shall we love, honor,
Mahalo. Hold on.
and cherish our Hawaii.
May your divine multitudes speak.
that of your loving people, O Hawaii.
All that is shining bright from above.
Is reflective of you below Hawaii.
You remain protected by God.
Aloha Palapala.
Oh, color mine. Here's one more. And okay, here's one more. Here you go. Where are we?
Your beloved mountain bridges.
Take us home.
Your brilliant, shining streams.
Oh, you're brilliant. I know. No, can you up in the
You're brilliant. Shining stream.
And your fragrant, beautiful gardens.
Okay, so. He ha'iwai ko mau ki ni lani e, ko mau ku aloha e Hawaii, nā mea hori no ka mahono na mai, e Hawaii aloha e. Imagine that this man could write, and the poetry is beautiful. It's straightforward, but he chose words that truly reflect what every Kanaka in this room can identify with. When we look at our beautiful land, in fact, you know what? All of you, look out there. Look that way. Everybody take a moment to look and behold the majesty of where we live. In fact, you should all come this way. Let's go. Come assemble right by me. Same Kane this way, Hina this way, make tight. Semi-circle, right here. Helemai. Hui! Kupuna. I know you're Kupuna, but I need you to come over here too. Get over here. That's funny. So come closer. Come closer. Oh, you guys go class already? He's tired. Aloha. I guess that's what Aloha Aina is when you're tired, you know, can stand up. I have to go there because, you know what, there are plenty of times where I get tired. I get tired because people don't know boundaries. I get tired because somebody gonna ask and somebody gonna ask and somebody gonna ask. And you know what, all Kanaka when ask, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna show myself up. Tired or no tired. Because that's kuleana. You guys wanna know Aloha Aina? You don't wanna know what is spirituality? Spirituality is when you tired but you don't feel tired. I learned this from being in the canoe. 6-man canoe. You tired, you going. You're still not over the channel yet. And we leave Honolulu Harbor and we have to go to Laiahi. Daminhe. Going. We tired, but we're not tired. We cannot give up. You want to know what is spirituality? That's spirituality. When your spirit rises above the frailties and the weaknesses and the whatever law of the body. Sometimes of the heart. All you guys, if you guys say you're Aloha Aina patriots, if you are. Forgive me, I don't need to be offensive or rude to anybody, but this group right here, our Aloha Aina Patriots, is the group that I really gotta be real, so that you know what I'm saying. And that you know what I'm saying is out of aloha for our people.
Yo.
You aloha our people?
Aloha.
No need be tired.
Yo.
Tired is polena. My happy self driving out here, I'm tired. Lucky thing, I was out with my friend on the phone almost 2 hours. Then when I got here, I said, okay, thanks, I got here. He said, alright, already. But no tired. Alright, what is that umbrella? You two over there, you swear, yeah? Whatever, keep spinning that umbrella. My words is for you two.
You're not tired.
So get over here then. Yeah, no, because I have a relationship with those two.
Right?
It's your duty then. Here we go. Yeah, with Aloha. Always with Aloha. Always. Third verse. Na kia kua e malama mai a oe, ko mau kua lono aloha nei, ko mau ka Hawaii oli noli no mau, ko mau mala pua nani e hau oli na oki o Hawaii nei, oli Aina he makani pa mai nei, mau ke aloha no Hawaii. Okay, so when we sing this, we often tend to sing it. E hau oli e na o. That's fine. It's fine.
For funeral.
It's fine for funeral, but we're not funeral. Tells me that our Kanaka don't know what they sing. Most of our Kanaka don't understand the words of what we sing. And if you sing this song, and there's no like more worse yet, you don't know what you're singing, so you shouldn't sing it. Drives me nuts. We had many years of colonization, many years of disenfranchisement and not having language and culture. But after today, this group here will never be the same. Alright, look. Behold.
Aloha.
And the sun will go down. And what a beautiful place that we live. And we are the Kanaka of this land.
Yes. Yo.
So let us stand tall.
Yo.
Let me hear oli, just a little wahine. Ready yet? Oli na oki o Hawaii nei, oli can. Okay, because I need more to kind. Yeah.
Where you was? In the front.
Okay. Oh, stand in the middle is good. You can sing with me.
Go in the middle.
Yeah. Okay. So you ready? Okay, good, bro. Victoria's Secret. She's good. Oh, we're on camera, yeah.
Cut him out.
We're gonna edit, yeah? Hawaii makauka aiza Oh no. Just kidding. Put some air into it. Put it out there. Sing like you are Aloha Aina Patriots. Sing like you love our land. Sing like you believe what we do. Sing like it's worth it for you to spend this time over here. Sing! Aloha. Sound like mad when I sing, but I don't care. Because you know why? I'll give my all. When anybody
sound like that? Oh, I sound better than you because you can hear me. Hawaii, Makokao, and Hawaii,